All right, this is our next episode of True Wrestling Fan Discussions, considering our Saturday night's main event series. It's going to be Saturday night's main event 7. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Frank, and let's get into it. I can't believe this is the number seventh one already, and they keep getting better and better. This one was September 13th, 1986. It aired in October of 86 in Richfield, Ohio. Roughly 21,000 fans on hand to see Jesse Ventura's new look, pretty much just a bald man with Vince McMahon. I still would have rather if Bobby Heenan was on there with him, but whatever. This had a pretty good card. We had a tag team championship match, 2 out of 3 falls. They said European rules.
Yeah, Ventura kept saying that over and over.
Yeah, I don't understand
European.
that.
Maybe the 2 out of 3 falls originated in Europe, maybe. I don't know.
It's possible, yeah. Then we had a snake pit match, which looked like a regular old match, just like a peace match that we've done before. And, of course, we have Hulk Hogan on the card. So let's kick it off. It was for the WWE Championship opening up the night. Hulk Hogan defending against Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, who was coming off a recent turn on Hulk Hogan back in July against King Kong Bundy and Big John Studd.
That promo that Hogan cut, the Benedict Arnold thing, and
yeah,
that was great. That was great stuff, man.
I just
Pearl Harbor.
They couldn't figure out what to do with these two. They're enemies, they're friends, they're enemies, they're friends. I mean, it's just the constant going back and forth was.
They had a lot of heat in real life too.
I heard about that back
because
in the day, yeah.
If you watch the Hogan DVD, the one that came out in 2002, and although Hogan is known to be a liar, so I mean, who knows what the truth is? But he was saying that because they were both from Tampa. I think they're both. Well, definitely both from Florida. Hogan's from Tampa.
I think Mr. Wonderful was.
He's from Brandon. I think he's from Brandon, Florida. I don't know. Anyway, either way, there was like that rivalry between the two of them, and like when they used to go at it, they used to lay in real shots on each other back then. It was a good rivalry.
It was because they always put on a good match, and this one, was not bad. It went in even 10 minutes. Hogan won by disqualification, mainly because of the interference by Adrian Adonis, and then to top it all off, here comes Roddy Piper.
I love how Jesse's like, some sweat hog came out of the crowd and ran into the ring, like, even though it's Adrian Adonis. So he used sweat hog before Rick Rude used sweat hog.
Exactly, yeah. Because Rick is not even on the scene yet.
Man, Ventura was great, man.
Oh, he's awesome. And I thought it was funny that because you see Piper come in, he lays into was it him or Hogan? I think it was Piper that laid into Adonis and supposedly separated his shoulder. Now, I rewound it back a few times, and at one point it looked like a mannequin hand the way he was holding his arm, and then another way it looked. I had a hard time figuring out if he actually did do it or if it was just placating it. Because when they showed the replay, all they showed was Piper hitting his by his elbow, and Vince and Jesse constantly going wham. That was his catchphrase. But it was funny how Piper and Hogan locked eyes, and then you think they're going to go at it because now Piper's a brand new babyface,
right? Yeah,
even though he's not acting like
they were rivals for so long too. So
they'll be rivals. Yeah. If the Hogan's in the ground and they're up in heaven together, they're gonna fight at the pearly gates. I'm telling you, it's just these two they weren't born to be friends. And so Hogan wins by DQ with this. Then this is. You could tell this is setting up Piper for WrestleMania 3 with Adrian. Of course, he's got business to take care of with Orton and everybody else. Yeah. So this was a good match. Hogan and Orndorff did pretty good in this one. I'm looking forward to the Saturday night main event in January, the steel cage match that they had, because when we get to that, you and I are probably going to debate because there was an argument that said that Orndorff may have stepped out before him. So can't wait to get to that. The next match on the card was revenge from the last Saturday night main event, a match that never happened. It was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Jake the Snake Roberts in a snake pit match. Yep. Okay. I didn't see the difference, but what was supposed to, I guess, be a kimono dragon coming down was just a regular old alligator.
A small one, too. And they had They had
he was a little spunky guy, man. Yeah. He kept trying to get out of that ring.
Well, they had the mouth taped or whatever they were using to make sure.
Yeah, because unlike that snake, that alligator gets into you, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
This is back when you were allowed animals at rinks. I mean, I loved it when they used to bring. You had the dogs, the parrots, the snake. Man, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
And they just get rid of it all. I don't understand why. But I mean, this match was pretty good. Jake Roberts and Steamboat pulled out all the stops. Steamboat got the victory. A little cheesy on the pinfall, but that's back in the '80s for you. But Steamboat gets the victory, 6 minutes, 19 seconds. So they said that this was the final battle, and Ventura had put it, this may be the final battle, but he didn't win the war. I don't know about that. Because also the pay-per-view that they had that summer, what was it, the big event that they had in Toronto? Mm-hmm. They also, the two of them fought there in a snake pit match as well. Our next match actually almost never happened. It was good. It was Roddy Piper versus the Iron Sheik, but Piper had a knee injury.
Right, yeah.
That was supposed to keep him out. And it was funny because they brought out his replacement, former Intercontinental Champion and WWE Champion Pedro Morales, to face him. And when Piper got in the ring, you hear him say, "I'm gonna knock you the hell out." And he's like, Morales is like, "Yo, man, I don't want none of this," and just gets out of the ring. And Piper, whether the knee injury was legitimate or not, he fought Iron Sheik to a 43-second victory.
Yep. Squash match.
This was bad for Iron Sheik, but this is Sheik on his way out, pretty much.
Yeah.
Before his Mustafa reign, which was ridiculous. But this was a good win for Piper. Again, even though injured, not injured, don't tell him. Could be storyline. You never know. Our next match was for the WWE Tag Team Championships. It was a 2 out of 3 falls European rules match. The British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team of British Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine. And it was a pretty good match, this one. At least this time Dynamite was in there. Although they did say that he had something about another injury.
Yeah, the knee injury again.
Oh, my God. But at least this time he was able to get in the ring.
Right, yeah, at least he did.
And this one was actually pretty good. The first fall went to the Dream Team. And then the second and third went to the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs keep the Tag Team Championships. It's probably one of the last times Beefcake and Valentine will get a title shot, as they'll break up eventually at WrestleMania 3. Every time I watch Beefcake come out with Valentine, I always forget. Even when I watch him later on, I go, "Oh yeah, he was a tag team champion."
Yep.
I keep forgetting.
It's just forgotten. Yeah,
it's weird. Just because his mentality too was totally different.
Yeah,
he was like a different guy.
He wasn't the barber. That's why he wasn't the barber. So
I liked him so much better as that.
Yeah.
Although he did pull off the heel roll. So our next match was, oh God help us, it was Lanny Poffo versus Leaping Lanny Poffo versus the Ugandan giant Kamala, and I guess his return to the WWE. And this is unfortunately another squash match, even though Lanny put on some nice little acrobatic moves there. He showed he can do it, but I bet Randy's in the back going, "Oh, brother." Unfortunately, because I mean, Randy had all the success and his brother just had nothing, unfortunately. And Lanny could wrestle. I mean, his claim to fame, I guess you could say, is he beat Hulk Hogan twice. So
yeah, I guess
disqualification and a count out,
yeah.
So this was 1 minute 44 seconds. This was just pretty much to show you the Ugandan giant with Slick. Now this is the first one of the first times we see Slick, which one of the managers I absolutely love.
I always like Slick, man. If people forget about him.
He gets lost because of Fuji and Heenan and Jimmy Hart, but a lot of people don't remember. I love Slick. Man.
Slick was cool. I always like Slick.
Slick was.
He had a great song. I love his theme song.
Yes, and he was always brother.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he was all, and then all of a sudden in 1993 he gave it all up and became Reverend Slick.
Yeah.
So and then he doesn't manage anymore. But yeah, during those late '80s, man, Slick was awesome. And this was Kamala coming back and eventually feuding with Hulk Hogan briefly before I guess he disappears again, and then the Undertaker beats him up. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But overall, this Saturday night main event was pretty good. It
was entertaining.
Had a couple of great matches, and again, this is the start of leading to WrestleMania 3. So at least for Piper and Adrian, we're not there yet for Hogan for his feud yet. That'll be coming soon. So, but the next Saturday night main event after this will definitely also. I peeked at the card on that one. That's a pretty good one too.
All right, so you guys let us know what you think about Saturday night's main event. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. See you guys soon.
Take care.